Hey, how's it going, guys? This is Dylan McNulty from Pinewood Derby, and today we're going to go over um, just the logic file and do a little bit of a breakdown for our song Jump the Shark. This song was written and recorded by me. It's a very personal song to me, and yeah, it's one of my favorites from our EP that just released. But yeah, let's jump right into it. So, this was recorded in September as a demo, and I kind of sat on the instrumental for a while. Not much has changed since then. I've added like a tiny guitar solo in the beginning, but this song is about my friend who passed away in late 2020, and since I've kind of been sitting on this instrumental for a while, I don't know, I just felt inspired to write about that and kind of use this as an outlet. So it starts off with this fun little guitar intro. Nothing too crazy with what's going on here. The chain we got going on. We have this spin box thing, which is a really cool built-in plugin to Logic. That's what it sounds like without it. So yeah, it's just kind of saturating and then kind of like phasing and flanging the output of it. All of this was recorded, except for the drums, all of this was recorded direct into Logic using their virtual amps. And all of the guitars are actually quad-tracked on this. And so this is kind of what they sound like by themselves for the first verse. The reason they're quad-tracked is because we were having some trouble figuring out the tone we wanted for this, and I really liked how P90s sounded on this, so I used the Jazz Master, but the bridge of it was kind of too twangy, super thin, and then the neck I found was just too bassy. And I probably could have done something EQ-wise to make this easier on myself and not have to quad track everything, but I found that quad tracking it and just doing two left rights of neck and bridge kind of evened it out a little bit. And then nothing crazy going on with these, just some reverb, some saturation, and a compressor. So yeah, the intro has this fun little, I guess, solo or melody on the guitar, and this is what it sounds like. So yeah, just a fun little solo, I guess, is what it really is. In the verse, we have this centered guitar. It's kind of sounds like a ringtone almost, like someone's calling you. That's basically what it does the entire time. Basically, the vibe I wanted for this song was kind of just like something that started off a little more laid back and chill, and then kind of grew into something more energetic and a little punk rocky, I think. All of the vocals on this are triple tracked, just the center, left, and right. This is what they sound like by themselves in the first verse.
He calls out your name and you reply every time. Feels like only yesterday that we were hanging out and having fun.
Yeah, just I think it kind of gives it a bit more space, and it doesn't sound super, like produced and all that. It has something more raw to it, which I really enjoy. And then at the end of the verse, we have this quiet little.
Where'd you go?
It's kind of buried a bit in the mix.
Where'd you go?
And then for the bass, what we have going on, nothing crazy over here either. Like I said, we just really plugged everything in to Logic and then messed around with some sounds. So the bass, I just have a noise gate, some clip distortion, and then the way I like to mix bass, I like to add sub to them just to get that oomph to it. And then this is what the bass sounds like by itself. Nothing too crazy, pretty much just follows the guitar for that. Drums, we have 4 mics going on. We have a kick, a snare, and then 2 overheads. Same thing, nothing too special about it, just kind of hanging out. Yeah, just a laid back groove. And then we get into this this more energetic part, which I really like a lot. Once again, quad track guitars, and then got this cool lead line. A little backstory on the name of this song. Dom Lopez, our keyboard player, he has an Instagram where he makes short films, and Aiden and I and him were making a short film, and somewhere in the script I was listing off like band names, and Jump the Shark was one of them. I don't know if Jump the Shark is a real band or not, but I kind of fell in love with that name, and here we are, and we're using it for this song, and I think it fits really well just with the themes of stuff. Yeah, and I think this is one of my favorite choruses I've ever written, but this has some stuff going on that we can unpack. So right here we have our first harmony, and this EP is filled to the brim with harmony and all this, just a bunch of crazy stuff that Aiden and I geeked out about when writing this stuff.
Right back to the ocean.
Just that, and then for all the choruses, kind of same thing going on, triple tracked for the melody, and then I like to double track for a harmony. I like to double track or sometimes just do one track of an octave lower than the melody, just to give it a bit more bass to it. And going on to the second verse, we have some chromatic stuff going on, which is a lot of fun. Some tight stops. I really like the drum fills that I did at this part. They're not super clean, not super tight, but I think it fits the vibe of this section pretty well. Yeah, and we get into this second pre-chorus. The band really likes to utilize this thing that we kind of have this running joke called the Pinewood Derby stop, or the Pinewood stop, where it just cuts out or has one instrument going on and then leads into something pretty impactful. And in this case, it's this high note guitar that we have going on. it kind of bleeds into the chorus. The way I really enjoy to structure and arrange songs is have one part be like a really big climax or crescendo in a way. And I think this song, among a lot of others on the EP, kind of show that a lot, with this last chorus just, in my opinion, being pretty big compared to the rest of the song. And so when we have this stop there, it kind of makes that even more massive, because it's stripping down for like a second or two, and then it's right in your face. And this is what that sounds like. So yeah, it kind of just makes that final chorus, that big climax of the song, just a bit bigger and more energetic, in my opinion. And then so this lead high note is kind of acting as another layer to this chorus. It's just adding texture. All of these lyrics, I think I remember writing them all on the Pennsylvania Turnpike. They just like came to me. I was listening to the instrumental. I don't think I've really had an experience like that since, and it was pretty interesting. But yeah, so getting into this final chorus, got a lot of vocal stuff going on, a lot of harmonies.
Jump the shark, he's waiting for you to ride back to the ocean. Floors where found you, and I just wanna see you ride back with me and live how it's supposed to be.
The way Aiden and I like to do vocals is just, especially for big choruses, just stack harmonies. I'm not really sure of the actual intervals that these are, or what kind of chord it's making, because we don't really care about that. We just care more about how it sounds, and we don't really think too much about it. One thing that's pretty cool on the entire EP is that Aiden and I didn't use any pitch correction on any of this stuff. It's just us. It's the raw vocals that we sang into this microphone that I'm using now. And I think that just gives it a stylized, raw feel. You know, it's just Aiden and I. It's nothing more than that. And I think that's really cool. And so we were trying to think on ways to add more to this song. And as you can see here, I have a muted synth. And basically, like, we tried really hard to make this work, but it did not work by any means. So I'm pretty sure that this beginning solo took over what was this. I can't really remember. Yeah, not like that's bad. Like that's not good. And then we had this synth in the last chorus just as a texture. Didn't really fit, so we just took it out. I mean, it doesn't sound bad, but I don't think it just wasn't adding anything. But yeah, that is Jump the Shark. Some pretty cool stuff going on here. It was interesting mixing this and recording this. I think this is a pretty unique one to the EP. Not even just in the recording process of it, but the sound of it. Yeah, this is one of my favorites on the EP, and I'm glad I could break it down for you guys. See ya.